What's up, guys? What's up, guys? We are live on this Friday, May 23rd, 2025. Hello again, everybody. So here's what's up. Maxie and Gregory got into a real heated beef. They were upset. They were angry with each other. They were angry. And Max was calling Greg a loser. He was saying he shouldn't be acting like this when he was 29. He was saying like all this sort of stuff. Greg was clapping back by saying, "Oh, well, I'd laugh at your dead mother, and I'd like, I'm gonna let Chris say whatever he wants, and you need to like toughen up, and you need to get a job and all this stuff." And it's an interesting beef, that's for sure. It's an interesting beef. Um, it's sad because now there's officially no more Maxie on the Gregory Alert panel. Like Maxie is gone; he's off that panel. But Maxie says he wants to start his own panels where Greg can't bully people. Greg can't allow people to bully people. Greg can't allow the toxicity because he claims that Greg ruins his own stream. And perhaps that could be true based off the fact that Greg's stream repeatedly gets taken down over and over again. Maybe it's true. Listen, maybe. So if that's the case, what are we going to do? How are we going to make a stream better than the Gregory Lyric channel? That's all up to us. That's all up to us. So I think for today, the good first decision is to make just chill, just kick it, just enjoy the environment without Gregory making the stream stressful or Max beefing with him. Because Max called me last night and he was pretty upset about the whole Greg thing, and Greg saying he was going to laugh at his dead father and stuff like that. So, Greg has his own decisions, and he made his decisions, and oftentimes his decisions do lead to the burning of bridges between him and his friends. And so, I mean, honestly, let's think about it. Like, he burned the bridge with Elevation X, he burned the bridge with Vlad, he burned the bridge with Alex, he burned the bridge with Indian Pie Man, he burned the bridge with Noah, he burned the bridge with Max, he once burned the bridge with Ashley, he burned the bridge with Stefan, he once burned the bridge with Cougs, he burned the bridge. Because, like, this used to be a whole theme about how Greg would beef with every single person who came on his panels and then burn the bridge with them. Because what happens is, if you say something to Greg that he might not like, he'll kind of get he kind of gets upset about it. So, but the thing is that I'm such a mager debater that, like, I don't let that happen. So I can say critiques and it'll be okay. But some people, like they don't have that ability to say critiques to Greg without him kind of spurting, and he'll always like spur, and that's just kind of what Greg does, and it's okay. And so I think Max doesn't realize that you're not going to be able to get Greg to admit accountability for some sort of actions. Like, you can't do that. And Greg didn't feel like he did anything wrong, and he has his side of the story. Like, he has open panels, he has freedom on his panels. People have said messed up stuff on his panels before, and so why would he ban him just for saying messed up stuff on his panel? But there is one thing that you could say, like, you could say the fact that Greg does ban everyone who says anything about his dead mom or his dead dad or whatever. But, it's his stream. He can run it how he wants, and that's his prerogative. And so he is running it how he wants, and so Max doesn't really like that. And so Max is trying to explain to him how that could be hurtful, why he's upset about that. And the problem with Max is that he does not understand that if Greg is stubborn about something, you're not going to convince him. And see, me, like most people, you're not going to convince of anything. I'm one of the few people on planet Earth that can actually convince people of something. Like if someone disagrees with me, and I can literally convince them to not think that thing anymore. It's kind of crazy how powerful I am when my words are, but that's just me. But anyways, when Max does it, it's like Greg is never going to be convinced. But Greg's one of those few people that's just, he's never going to be convinced. Like, I can show him straight up statistics. I can show him someone standing next to someone else and being taller, and he'll find an excuse. I can show him statistics saying the average height is 5'11. He'll make up an excuse. I'll show him Ganstar saying he's a 4.5. He'll make up an excuse. So, you know, that being said, Max doesn't understand that about him. And so Max is sitting here trying to convince him of something and convince him that he's hurt, and Greg isn't going to care. And the thing is when you come at Greg and you try to convince him about something, he kind of gets butthurt and he starts bringing up personal stuff and trying to say things that are going to like hurt your feelings and various types of things like this. And so Max has got to understand, like, he's just going to sit there and try to hurt your feelings. And, like, if you keep prodding, like, he's gonna try even harder. He's gonna say more hurtful and more for hurtful, and just he's gonna try to, like, because he gets butthurt. You're kind of hurting Greg's feelings. Like, I don't know why he does this. I don't know if it's maybe like a little bit of narcissism or what, but and that is okay. I'm not trying to take Max's side. I think it both sides, because what I'm trying to say here is that Max is pushing and he's prodding. You think that by pushing and prodding, this is going to change something, but the reality is that Greg is just going to get more and more. He's just going to stonewall you harder and harder. And he's just going to start like talking over you when you're trying to talk, saying things that are like going to try to hurt your feelings, like just trying to say personal, because like his whole like debate style is just spam red herrings. Like, oh, red herring, red herring, red herring, red herring. Oh, debate sold in. Oh, what about this one time you did this? Oh, what about, oh, but you rated Roman Reigns this, right? Like completely unrelated shit. Like it's literally just pure poisoning the well and red herrings. I don't think he realizes that doesn't matter. Like, bring up irrelevant things to poison the well is like totally like, that's just pure poison the well. It's like a very childish debating tactic. So that being said, you know, like, we all have our problems, we all have our faults. And Greg has his. And because of this, there's been some beef between him and Max, and now Max wants to mod his panels. And honestly, it's like lots of people who do get successful on YouTube. They did it for years and years and years before they received success from it. Like years and years and years, bro. So I think personally, Greg could become famous. Greg could become as famous as it could be. So yeah. My League Games website, I think I'll share my screen, show it off. Hold up just a second. I'm gonna take a dab, everyone. I know one viewer, man, that's not bad. You know, I'm happy with my one viewer. I'm happy with it. But now I gotta take my dab. Okay. Wake and bake, am I right? That was a good dab. Nope, you didn't hit me. Bro thinks I'm scared of him. Like, I'm not scared of you. I'm literally just trying to take a dab. Yeah, so I don't know what your guys' opinions are on this Max versus Greg beef. I'm pretty unbiased. I understand both perspectives. Honestly, I don't think Max. I mean, like Max should understand that Greg's not going to remove anyone, and I think that I think he like I said a lot about Greg. Let's say some things about Max now. I think Max is definitely like I don't want to say taking it too seriously because of course you're gonna. There's no too serious. Like it's valid. Like you're gonna be hurt about anything. Dude, if my dad died, I'd be crashing out every 2 seconds. Like I'd be so sad about everything. And so I get that, and I understand that that's hurtful as fuck. And so I don't want to. I don't want to like belittle that. Like I understand that, and I understand that's going to make him behave a little bit differently, and it's going to make him irritable, and he's going to get hurt by things, and if people are like making light of that situation, he's going to feel hurt, and I get that. But he's also got to understand that on the internet, especially a place like Greg's panels, that's just it's just is what it is. Like Greg's not going to ban people just because people are saying stuff you don't like. You know, that's just not how it works. So I can just you idiot. You're an idiot, dude. You're really so stupid. Now I just auto you to death. Nice. God, Zeds are literally brain dead as fuck. Yeah. But wait, what was I about to say? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, like I validate that stuff. Like I understand that that stuff can be hurtful. But you know, Max does have to understand what Greg's panels are and why they're this way. And like he's not just gonna ban someone just because he's saying stuff you don't like. That's just not what Greg does. Um, especially someone like Chris, because Chris is always saying crazy shit. That's what he does. And so he's kind of got to understand that Maxi Maxi has to understand that there's going to be hurtful things said and that you can't spurg out over them. And also another thing that he's got to understand is that he's not going to be able to convince Greg. Like you can't convince Greg of things. Like if Greg is like, and also like Greg doesn't think he did anything wrong, and in his perspective he didn't, and like he's allowed to think that, and you can't try to force him to think that. And but I do feel bad for Max though because he, you know, that's a really hard experience to. I would be like so upset. So I don't know what that would be like. I would probably be freaking out at people too. But he should be a little bit more self-aware. Well, I don't know. It's a tough one. But like it wasn't Greg that said that stuff. That's the stuff. That's the thing. Like he can't be mad at Greg for not banning someone. That's like it's just that's what the panels are here for. So yeah. Over for Maxi sells. So yeah, this panel's all about UFC 316 and then the Max and Gregory beef, the burn the bridge between Max and Gregory. But like Greg could have said like, okay, it is what it is, but like Max is the one who started calling Lang a bitch and a faggot and a loser and stuff, and I think that kind of made Maxie a little bit upset. I mean, it made Gregory a little bit upset, and so Greg started to want to say hurtful things, and so it is what it is. Like that's not necessarily all Greg's fault, and it's a bummer that Max he'll be back, but now Max wants to start his own channel, and the thing is, it's like Max could start a channel if he really wanted to. He could. No way that kills. That's insane. My God. Dude, why do you ban? Imagine banning Malzahar. You gotta be like really bad to ban Malzahar. Who the fuck bans Malzahar? That is like the cringiest shit ever. Now I have to play Viego versus like a fucking. Wait, what? Fuck? What did I do that for? Yeah, exactly. Like Chris just does fucked up shit. And Chris is a bitch for that. Like, I want to talk about Chris because, like, Chris is whatever, he's trying to be funny and say whatever he wants, whatever. But like, it's the fact that if you said that to Chris, he would get so spurred up and he'd be like, "You guys fucking cyberbully me. You guys are like fucked up. Y'all cyberbullies. Like, y'all are fucked up." Like, and he would like never stop talking about it. And he'd be like all spurred up. He'd have like an episode in Flash Greg's panel. But then when he does it, it's just like a joke, right? Like, oh, Greg talks about Kazi, right? Like, so it's no big deal. Like, that's very cringy. Uh, I think that that's extremely cringy and insensitive and like childish as fuck. Nope, you just wasted your ulti, little bro. Lol. You just wasted your ulti, little brother. It's so cringe, dude. Zeds are so gay, like, especially when you don't have a jungle to help you because they just spam all in you, like, as if they can do that. It's so gay. And they just get away with it, especially if your jungler doesn't help. Wait, why'd you quit, though? Yeah, it's crazy how my like we have at 15 because it's like they want me to come in at 5 a.m., which means I would have to wake up at like 4 a.m. Yeah, no, I would never do that for any job unless I was like night shift or some shit, or it was like paid the $500,000 a year. Yeah, that's crazy. That's the shit about. That's why retail type of jobs can get so shitty because just like shit like that, like not. I mean, like flexible schedules can sometimes be nice, but also they can be gay because of shit like that. When I had my dishwasher job, they were pretty standard with the schedule, though. But yeah, especially if you start becoming a reliable employee, it's like, oh, they reward you by giving you hella hours, like hella hours, and just like randomly relying on you in like stressful times and making your job horrible. It's like really stupid ass job. I like PJ Goodwin. Yeah, as well. Yo, help, bro. Like he's not helping at all, bro. Oh my god, this Vi is so bad. Okay. It went coming at 9. Now you got to come in at 5. Yeah, hell no. 5 a.m. Like and like just that's a permanent schedule shift. No. And why can't you just say no? Like fuck that. You're so fast, man. You flashed in on it. I can't fucking follow that. Watch out. Oh, great. That's awesome. She actually flashed in on me and I die. Okay, well, this is just like so sad. I hate jungle gaps, especially when I'm being forced to play a champ that I just don't want to play against a champ that counters him. So cringy. I gotta find a new mid laner to play that isn't Malzahar when he gets fucking banned. But yeah. I did work when I worked at Microsoft though. I came in at 2 a.m. So that was pretty crazy. Oh wait, no, 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 no. I don't know what I'm talking about. I came in at 5 p.m. and I didn't get out till 2 a.m. It was a crazy shift. Um, the earliest job I've had. Well, I guess I had to come to one job at like 7:30 to 8, but that's not that bad. That's pretty standard. But I fucking hate getting up early. This job I have right now starts hella late, so I way prefer it. Oh my god, dude, like, you're just zoning me off all the CS. You're such a dumbass. Probably, oh man. 6 a.m. Then I told him I won't be able to do that. Then I changed the following day to, yeah, no, what the fuck. Yeah, 6 a.m. is already pushing it. Yeah, that's a bummer, though. I mean, like, if they gave you a pay bump, maybe it'd be worth it, but it'd have, in my opinion, it'd have to be a really big one. Not like a really big, but like something that's gonna make it worthwhile, like to wake up that early every single day. It sucks. Because that just drains the fuck out of you, and you gotta go to bed so early and shit. It sucks. Oh my god, dude, how do you even dodge that? Ugh. Yeah. Why would, yeah? Because then you're talking about going to bed at like 8 p.m. or whatever. Like that sucks, dude. Someone's got to come help me with this shit. It's ridiculous. Yeah, so the Max and Gregory beef will never end. We're stuck like that now. Max is gonna surpass Gregory, just like Sarah. That's brutal. Dude, are you gonna come help? Dana White got, oh, I saw that. Yeah, that was hilarious. That was funny as fuck. Yeah, now he's stuck back to UFC, so he'll be on UFC forever now. Yeah, I wonder what he did. He was MMA Guru was saying he probably was like, oh, I'll put some Instagrams of my face out there talking about the fight, and it's true though, because like Dana hasn't been a good promoter for many years, unfortunately. He's a little washed. I mean, like he is with UFC, but maybe with boxing, I don't know. Like it works for UFC because it's Dana White, and it's like, oh, it's Dana White announcing the fights. That matters so much. But with boxing, it's like, who cares if Dana White? Like he doesn't know how to do it with boxing. I don't think. The Guru, I did see that. Okay, sorry. I have been. I think people left because I was raging at this Vi, because this Vi wasn't helping me in lane, and now she's blaming me. Dana White got kicked out of working with that billionaire Saudi guy who was putting together super fights. Who was supposed to promote the upcoming Canelo fight. Dana hasn't been doing anything. Yeah, exactly. Like he's just a gambling addict now. It's like fried his brain. That's his form of brain rot. Did you see the Guru Mighty Mouse pod? I did. Yeah. I know I already replied to all this. Funny AF. Guru destroyed Dana. Ilya Tapurio. Sam Sulek. I don't know. I don't follow him. I don't even know anything about him. See, like, did something happen with him or something? Did he like do something crazy? Like hit someone? Yes. Easy. Okay, that's crazy. Definitely 0 honor. Okay. Need someone. Damn. Yeah, so this is just an insane mog, you know? I think I'm gonna share my screen. Oh, fuck, my fucking fingers itch. Okay, let me get my OBS going. Dude, no lol, he's a bodybuilder that does a ton of starts. He's 23 and makes millions. That's worth trading for maybe 20 years old? Nah. Because he looks like, if you saw him, like, I'd be like, oh, that's like a 33-year-old, right? Like, because he doesn't look, and his voice is deep as fuck. Like, but obviously he's doing decent. But yeah, like, because like that's his passion, though. He wants to be big. He wants to be, and he's making millions of dollars. So yeah, I don't know if it would. I don't know if I would, like, if I could be any influencer, like that would not be my like highest pick, like my top pick. Might probably be someone like not like that. Because then you could just, because if you were another influencer who didn't have to be a bodybuilder, then you can just have a decent body, not have to be like jacked at steroid abuser just to be your influencer. Like that would suck. Yeah, like a golfer or something, or like a fucking gamer or some shit. Like I think the good question is with whether or not you would be Tyler One, because like Tyler One probably is like makes so much money, but he's in for 5'6" though. But he just can play games for a living and retire whenever he wants. But like, yeah, like 5'6" and bald too. Yeah, no, but I don't want to ever take steroids though, because I feel like that's just like a cope. Like I feel like when you take steroids, because like it's like such a cope when people say, "Oh no, you can't get that big off steroids." Like that's not true. Like if you're lean And you don't need to be you can I mean, obviously, you can't get huge, like, you can't be a bodybuilder, but, like, if you wanna get big enough, like, any bigger than natural is not gonna look good anyways, and you can look decent, you just actually have to put in some decent amount of work, and I think it's a cope because if you take steroids, you're kind of meaning like, "Oh, my genetics aren't enough to make me look like what I wanna look like," and that is what it is, but, like, that's, like, cringy. Like, cause like, why I don't know, I'm never gonna do that. Maybe well, actually, if I'm, like, freaking 40 and I'm testosterone deficient, maybe I'll do it. Cause then I've heard of, I'm pretty sure that one dude who's trying to live, like, as long as possible, like, the dude who, like, takes all these crazy supplements and shit. I forget what his name is, like, the multimillionaire guy, though. I'm pretty sure he takes TRT. I'm pretty sure. He I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that, like, that dude actually takes TRT, like, since he's a little bit older, and I'm pretty sure having your TRT in, like, normal ranges is actually healthy for longevity. So I guess if you do have, like, low T and you've tried all the like, doing, like, enhancing your diet hasn't, like, fixed it, then I guess, like, taking TRT would be fair, like but just, like, actually having a doctor do it, not, like, shooting it into your glute and yeah, Brian Johnson. But, like, going up to, like, 1,000 NG just because like, "Oh, I wanna" it's just cringe. Because like, people I don't know. I think it's cringy and, like, does shrink your balls and stuff like that. But if people wanna take testosterone or gear, that's on them or tren or whatever. It's cool to experiment, like, I experiment with psychedelics. If they wanna experiment with, like, crazy shit like that, why not? If you're just this is the thing, if you're, like, the type of dude who's, like, experimenting with them, that's actually cool, like, no, that's interesting, it's like, "Oh, I wanna see what this does to my body, and I wanna, like, see how I can grow," and you're actually into, like, the physiology of bodybuilding, and that's most bodybuilders actually are, because that's what actually drives them to get so autistic about it. So that's actually cool, don't get me wrong, I'm just talking about the people who are, like, already super lazy in the gym, and then they're like, "I'm just gonna take steroids just because like, I'll, like, grow bigger easier." Like, that's a cope. That's such a cringy cope. But, like, that's a different scenario, and there are a lot of people like that, a shit ton. Like, they don't even know what they're doing. Yeah, baldness is stupid as fuck. But, like, the fact that it gets rid of your hair and also, like, look what it does to Hormaxer, look what it does to Alex, look what it does. Like, imagine and Greg says he wants to get on tier 2. I'm like, no, man, don't, because then he'll just be the next, like, example. Like, I need to start collecting examples and make a video about this, like the effects of TRT. Like, you got Sam Hyde, who is like a really good looking dude, now looks like a fucking like, yeah, like they turn into like this is my thoughts. It's like you have twinks, not twinks. Greg's not a twink, but you have people who like they want to be bigger and they want to be like a big masculine man. They want to be like male gaze maxed, and then they do achieve that, but now they look ugly. They don't realize that that was an ugly look. Like Sam Hyde, yeah, he looks like a massive, intimidating, sketchy dude who would like be head of an Aryan gang in prison now. But like, you don't want to look like that. Like, you want to look like what he looked like before. He looked way better before. So yeah, it's sad. And like, yeah, I got it. So you got Sam Hyde, you got Hormaxer, you got Alex, you got I can't think of any other good ones like off the top of my head though. There's got to be more examples of like the effects of TRT. No, he's on crazy shit. Yeah, no, he has a way bigger head now. Cause like he took an insane amount of he took like TRT and HGH and all that stuff. That's why he looks insane now and has like horrible bald head and stuff like that. Because back in the day he looked really skinny. I gotta find an old pic of him and show it. Because even when he had the blonde hair, that was like when he was still taking stuff then. But like when he was really skinny though, like he looked like an entirely different human being. Hold on, I'm trying to find a. Oh yeah, like a different human being.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Peter, Paul, John, Saul. I can't pick my favorite. I think I'll take them all. I'm Christian, strong, intelligent man. You ain't steering me wrong. I'm holding God's hand. All my words come to the promised land. Jesus is my homeboy. I have that shirt. I pray to God's son with my knees in the dirt. Did you hear what I said? God is my homie. I took a plane to heaven and he said, Yo, G, we eat pizza, smoke blunts, and make raps.
What?
This is one idea out of I didn't warn you this ain't no positive shit, because I'm warning you. This ain't nothing positive.
So much skinnier, kind of crazy. Yeah, but like I don't even think that like because like the age doesn't do that to you. Age doesn't make because he like grew. He grew massive. He was a full grown adult in that video. He was like in his 20s, but now he's freaking absolutely like his whole body is just bigger, which is good in some certain extents. But like his head is so much bigger. His head is it's so much ogreish now. It didn't make him taller, but like maybe his head grew so much that he got taller. But like still it's just so like he turned so ogreish with that. He used to just be like a normal, like skinny, tall dude, just like a skinny, tall guy. And now he's like a massive ogre. It's crazy what HRT does to you. Like that, or not HRT, HGH. Like that I think most of the effect was from the HGH because a human growth hormone is just like does weird things to you. Especially if you take it in your young 20s, like it'll completely change you for the rest of your life. Like you'll have a big, huge, massive ogre head and then an HGH gut. Like I don't know about that. I don't know if I'd want that ever. Okay. Okay, this one I will not feed on. Yeah, I would never do that. Well, I don't know. Like you get a big, huge body though. Some people like idealize that. But to each their own. But and it's like it's great until it kills you. That's really good that she did that. But you know, these people are all smurfs. Ugh. Oh, that's gay. Aggro ass looks. Horrible side effect. Yeah, ogre head syndrome is horrible. I would never want to get that. The baldness is the worst. Like baldness would really suck. I would hate to take something that makes me bald. Like I want to take things that make me non-bald. She's not laughing now. Are you on Finn? I haven't honestly taken my Finn in a while, which is probably bad. But I mean, like my hair is fine. I just like I will like I want to take it. But I did take it there for a while. Hopefully, it's not bad to take and then stop. Nah. I guess. Well, I don't think I had progress. Like my hairline was fine. I was just taking it as a preventative measure because my dad was bald. But you know, like I don't know. My hair seems so fine. Like my hairline is perfectly perfectly normal. Like it's high, but it's like I'm a white guy and like all white guys' hairlines are high. But like it's fine as fuck. Like my hair's really low as fuck. But maybe I should take the fin. I mean, I haven't been off it long. I don't, you know, it's not that big of a deal. It'll be fine though. At least I'm not just taking the minoxidil. Well, I never take like minoxidil in my head though, because I don't need it. But I do kind of like do that on my freaking chin because I don't grow the best beard ever. Well, I grow like a super like majorly shaggy like chin and then mustache, like a really like shaggy one, but then nothing else. Super shaggy maxed. No, I wasn't balding though. Yeah, I'd imagine so. But I was just taking it just because like I was scared, like I was getting all scared. Mm-hmm. Mog. Yeah. That's definitely true. Well, like I take the minoxidil in my freaking just to grow beard. I don't know if finasteride has anything to do with like beard growth. So, because it would be nice if I could just grow like a nice thick like beard throughout all my, or just a shadow or something. Because all I have is gay chin hair, and like the chin hair looks decent if it's like somewhat shaved, but it looks really stupid when it grows out. It looks so much like shaggy. And it's like a pretty thick chin hair like that I grow, but it's so like weird Chinese beard. Damn. Yeah, major shaggy goatee. Major shaggy goatee. Yeah, and it's so gay because when I was a kid, I was like, when I was a kid, I was like, I want to grow a goatee when I grow up. And now I have one. I'm like, nah, looks so dumb. And like, yeah, dumb. Maybe, because it's blonde. If it was dark, it would look cool, but I have like a blonde mustache. So it's weird looking. Blonde beards are weird. It's like dirty blonde, not like super blonde, but still like dirty blonde. I have a 20 freaking 6 CS lead on her. Mog. I think I can go get my item. Yep. Your body. It's my Friday. I have my day off. That's why I'm playing League so early. I have a pretty cool job right now where I'm just working like on a computer, and I don't have to do shit right now. It's so shitty. It's so, and it's not shitty. Like, it's gonna be shitty once the work starts. But right now, I'm literally just sitting on the computer, like watching pretty much like watching Breaking Bad. I have to sneak it, but like pretty much that's all I'm doing because like there's nothing else to do. So just doing that, making money, but it's decent. But I'm not like I do want it to become a better job. Like definitely looking for something better. And it's only 4 days a week. But it's nice though. Oh shit. Yeah, that's chill as fuck. Yeah, I love jobs that are chill. My job I had before this was pretty fucking chill. Like that one, I was able to. It didn't pay like super well, but it was super chill. And I'm sad I lost that one. I mean, like not really, because I'm doing like better stuff now. But yeah, I don't know. Chill jobs are always nice, dude. But the chillest job I had was obviously playing the games though, because that shit was like so fucking awesome. Like I was just, and everyone there was super cool. And so you're just like sitting there playing games with a bunch of like gamers, like literally just playing games with them. And like sometimes you had to do co-op and stuff. Like one time we had to play like the test like the multiplayer for Dead Rising, and that was so fun, bro. It felt like I was actually a kid like playing Xbox 360, and that was nostalgic as fuck. That that was definitely like 100% the chillest job I ever had. It's sad that it had to end after a year. Very, very sad. That was such a cool job, dude. And it's sad because I bet you the new consoles are coming out right about now, but yeah, it's like I can't get another game tester job. That's too low level for me, but that was just so fun. And you're just chilling, playing games like, yeah, with chill ass people, just gaming. I mean, you do have to do the bug rights and shit, which is pretty lame. But yeah, Dead Rising 2. What up, Douglas Memo? Yeah, we're just doing a chill stream this morning, Douglas Memo. We got two members of the community who got in a pretty rough beef. Um, one of their fathers died on panel. They actually died on panel. It's pretty crazy, and we could hear him saying like "breathe, breathe, breathe" on panel. It was pretty sad. It was really, really, honestly, like hardcore. And then one other individual who was the host of those panels, uh, like there was someone on who was kind of like making fun of the situation, making light of the situation, and then the host of the panels did not ban this individual, and so this made uh-oh, uh-oh, that was a bad idea. Anyways, they shit. What was I saying? The best job that I ever had ended in less than a second. That's a bummer. What was it? The hosts or mods? The host did not ban this individual who was talking about his dead dad. And then so the individual whose father died was very angry about this whole thing. And so he started to like call him the F word and all this stuff. And now they're in a beef. Now they're beefing now, yeah, is what it is. They be beefing now. And so now it's just this whole beef that we're dealing with. Every job I've had was pretty chill, other than like the dishwasher job and the fucking god, the Wendy's job was like the worst job I've ever had. That was so awful. Like I can't believe so shitty. You're just sitting there like under these greasy ass fucking fry like grease all over your face. It just condensates on your face. So hot, so sick. You just feel sick all the time, like from all the grease and shit. Dude, Wendy's was nasty. And like the worst part, and I always talk about this, but like the worst part about Wendy's was like you'd have one manager that says, "Oh, the fries got to be like the moment the clock goes out, throw those fries out." And I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, I'm going to do my job. And then another manager comes in and they're like, nah, you got to let them, you don't just throw them out the moment the clock goes up. They can sit a little bit longer. They're like more lenient on it all weirdly. And then they get mad if you throw them out early, which is so like, what am I supposed to do then? Like, you have to like know which manager wants which thing. It's so awful. Horrible working environment. Like horrible, 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 bro. Fast food. That I had that when I was like a kid, but like, dude, fuck that, bro. Never gonna work that shit ever. I mean, obviously not, but just like, I would never let my kid work that. I would never like. That's just horrible work. It's just horrible. It doesn't teach you shit, and it's just like, yeah, it teaches you bad working practices because every single fast food place like violates regulations. So who wants it? Okay, I'll take it then. The fuck? That was weird. Like I'm a Malzahar. Why am I supposed to take it? Let them figure it. Yeah, they. Yeah, no, fuck fast food. And then the dishwasher job I had was really shitty because I would have to stack up hella fucking like I'd have to stack hella shit. I'd have to like grab the trash can and then stack like trays on top of that, and then like strategically put plates on the trays in such a type of way that I could stack trays on top of trays, and like so much things that had to go in the washer. Like that was pretty stressful, but also like I wasn't that worried about it because like it was easy for me. But then, like, the most annoying part was that I would do that, and then the other dishwasher was like trash and slow. And then they're like teaching him how to cook and shit, and they never started teaching me how to cook. And yeah, that was gay. And it was so satisfying to tell them, oh, I got a job at Microsoft. Like, they were all like shell shocked. They were so, and you could tell they were jelly. It was funny as fuck. Which stream did that happen in, fam? That's, yeah, big time health demerit. That happened in, Greg Lorik's King Chadlight Greg Lorik's stream. Which happen, like the beef between them? Because like the beef between them happened in last night on King Chadlight Greg Lorik's stream. Oh my god, I forgot I had this shit. God damn it. See, that's why I didn't want it. Whatever. I didn't want to take that because I knew I would go and try to ward, and then I'd have that, and I'd always forget. I always do that shit. Motherfucker. Yeah, fucking major health demerit. Have you guys seen the like what we do at KFC video? That video is so gross. They have like old ass green beans that they like scoop into a bucket, and then they're gonna like serve them the day later and shit. It's like, oh my god, bro, made me want to puke. I'm gonna play that video after. That video is funny as fuck though. Like old ass chicken that's been sitting out for like 5 hours, and like green beans that are, and it's just funny because like, yeah, okay, like Indian food is gross, but we talk so much shit about Indian food, but like we eat that all the time though. Like, and it's just like fast food that's been like major health demerits. Oh my god, and like the Dairy Queen near me, bro. I have friends who used to work at that Dairy Queen, and you take photos from the back room and it's literally mold. Like pure mold. Because you gotta understand who's running these things. It's tweakers and teenagers. And neither of those people are gonna be responsible enough to like take care of that type of shit or give a fuck about health code violations. They're just gonna clean it up the moment they know an investigator's coming. Like really quickly. Because like, dude, like there's photos from the back and it's literally pure like mold on all the burgers, on all the freaking, oh, it's so disgusting. Like a whole room full of mold, and that's where all the food is stored, and that's just food's in there. The people who aren't trash at the exactly. Exactly. Like if you're good at the job, you just get punished because now they're gonna rely upon, at least at these retail jobs. Like if you have like at higher level jobs, it's not as bad, but it's still pretty shitty. But like at retail jobs, the problem is it's like if you get better at the job, you get punished because they start giving you more responsibilities with not enough pay raise, and then you end up having to work way more hours. They rely on you way harder to run the place, and then you end up being their go-to guy. That sucks. You don't want to be someone's go-to guy. They're never going to pay you enough to be worth that. So it's just like, yeah, that's the shitty thing. But then the problem with like corporate jobs is it's like there's the difference problem with that is that the most skilled worker doesn't get the pay raise. It's like the most boisterous, like talkative, like political person. Like there's so much politics in corporate jobs, and so they have their own problem. But like, looking at the fire, like, wow, I recently went to the dollar store at night, and I guess an employee from earlier in the day blocked the vent with a bunch of newspaper, and whoa, holy shit. That's fucking crazy. Huh? Yeah, dollar stores are also ones like that. I don't know what it is about like because they pay the exact same as these other jobs, but it's like these jobs happen to like have a bunch of tweakers at them that make the working environment horrible. Like, why? I don't get it. Because like fast food jobs wouldn't be that bad if the work environment wasn't shitty. If like you had people who actually cleaned and took care, and the managers took care of their responsibilities and didn't fucking fuck off, and you didn't have people taking like tweak breaks every fucking 5 minutes. And like, dude, working at fast food, the only advantage of it is it makes you like never want to eat fast food again. That's the biggest advantage. It makes you like, and I mean, I still eat fast food, but it gives you because like I'm not like whatever, the chicken goo is what it is, but I'm more grossed out about the fact that they literally don't clean the shit. Yeah. Hold up, I gotta buy some fucking shoes. What do we got? Oh, nice. I'm currently dealing with that problem, but not a job, just in general. I keep getting short stick for setting other people's expectation of me too high. Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. And yeah, if you like make it a normal thing for you to like put yourself like put people ahead of your own, like put people's other fuck, I'm fucking stoned so I can't say this right, but like if you make it a normal thing to like put other people's problems ahead of your own, then they're gonna like that's gonna become normal to them, and they're gonna be like it's gonna become accustomed to them. They're gonna expect it, and they're almost gonna get mad when you don't like focus on them rather than you, which is like some bullshit. People are gay like that. Yeah, people are the same way, and that's why jobs are like, because people expect jobs like, oh well, there's a level of professionalism, and but it's still ran by people. At the end of the day, it's just interpersonal dynamics. Like that's all it is. So, oh, she's so lucky I didn't fucking eat her before my. Oh my god, why is MF here, bro? What the fuck? What is going on? I have no pressure on my lane. Yeah, because people just want to take advantage. Honestly, like it's not that people. I don't. And I'm not like super nihilistic. Like, oh, all people suck. They just want to take advantage, and I'm the only one who doesn't want to take advantage. I'm not like that. I think that the problem is just as humans, we become accustomed to things, and so it's not their fault. It's just if someone does those things, you're going to become accustomed. If someone gives you an apple every day, and then the next day don't give you an apple, you're going to be like you're going to be like, where's my apple? So it happens with individuals too, if you like always, and so I feel like that's why it's important to set boundaries with helping people and just like even giving emotional support and stuff like that without any sort of like, I don't know, compensation sounds silly, but like there has to be some sort of transaction, like they have to give you that type of stuff back, otherwise it's just like, what are we doing? Yeah, no, hard workers climbing the corporate ladder, that's not, yeah, no, you need that's so funny. That happened. What happened? Yeah, no, I don't know what happened, but that's never going to be a thing again. Yeah, no, and like the people in corporate, they're not even smart. Because like people in corporate, like they don't get those jobs by being fucking by being good at what they do. They get it by being good at like politics and like being good at like the interpersonal dynamics and like being a retard, like asshole, like and oh my god, of course you let him. Yeah, I don't know what my team is doing, dude. Damn, I have 250 CS too. Lost alien amongst the civilization. Yeah. I mean, it's easy to feel like that sometimes, but at the end of the day, I think we all are kind of similar people. I was talking to, oh yeah, yeah, no, because like that's what I was saying is that in corporate, it's like, oh my god, like I remember like even at like the game test job, which was semi-corporate, like the people who were getting pay raises were the people who were like fucking bosses on the side and shit like that. Like that's how you get a pay raise. It's political. It's like it's all just social dynamics. It's all gay shit. Doesn't have to do with skill. It has to do with like how you are at sucking the boss off, and that's why it's all stupid, man. It'd be awesome to just have my own game. I don't even want employees. I just want my own game. Make royalties off it, like make it for, and then have some company publish it, and then I don't have to. Yeah, like I don't have to run the studio. They just yeah. I don't know, man. I just fucking don't want to deal with that shit the rest of my life. It's so toxic. My god, if we die, bro. No, man. Facts, Douglas memo. But honestly, though, like it's at the end of the day, like people just deserve to die. Just kidding, just kidding. Honestly, I wish. Honestly, you know what was crazy? Nah, I probably shouldn't say this live. But yeah, like honestly, I was thinking the same thing. Like it would be so profitable and easy, dude. Especially with like especially with DMT, dude. That's all I'm saying. Like, especially with DMT, it'd be so easy and profitable, bro. And I was thinking, like, well, I don't know, man. I wish that was legal. It should be legal. Oh my god, we're just getting fucking destroyed. Oh yeah, dude. Like, it would be so easy, dude. And you could even grow the mimosa yourself, and you could have different brands, like with, oh yeah, man. That'd be easy as fuck. And if you sold it as carts, dude, like if you sold it as carts, bro, you could sell those carts for like $100 a pop, and you could turn, yeah, you could like 10x the money you put in, easy, easy 10x every freaking yeah, crazy profit. Oh my god, these fucking shrooms, man. Yeah, yeah, exactly. DM. Because then you just do that, and you have your stash, and you freaking. Not even gonna lie, I mean, I did that when I was a little kid with like weed, and that was easy. That was like so easy. Yeah, unless you sell to children, like a fucking, like a bastard. That's what people were doing freaking with me, bro. So many people who do that. It's kind of crazy and fucked up. But I mean, like, it's funny because like it is fucked up and like fuck those people. But like, shit, if they didn't exist, like I wouldn't have been able to get my weed when I was a kid. So shit, like, you know. But dude, DMT, it's like Honestly, fuck it. Like if you can literally take like buy the mimosa for $50 and make like hella make like fucking 50 milligrams like a to 100 with that. And like dude, like in a cart, like you don't need that many in a much in a cart. Like you could sell that for like $300 $400 worth of carts. Easy. Easy as fuck. Oh, you got fucked up. I mean, that would be awesome. That'd be an easy ass money farm. Do it off Telegram. Just saying my whole now I can't do it ever though. That's the problem. Like yeah, just use this as a well, I'll delete the video maybe. That'd be cool though. But then imagine you get into some Breaking Bad level shit. That'd be wild. Oh, we're dead. Damn. Getting fucked up. Oh my god, dude. And you just need to do that once, and you just have the cash, and you just have it set aside. No one needs to know about it, bro. And you work your normal job. Oh man. Yeah, no, it's not hard to do that. An indictment. That's crazy. No, liquefying that, whatever. Like you just take the and with shrooms, like I'd imagine he pretty much like extracted the pure psilocybin, and then and maybe some like other enzymes from the shrooms, and then just put it into it. And that's probably a complicated process. But with DMT, bro, you just make the DMT and then put it in distillate. It's as easy as that. You just put it in some distillate, and that's how, and it'll liquefy. It'll dissolve into it, and then you just have that, and you sell that as carts. And dude, DMT carts go for like 100 to 120, depending on how potent. Like you can sell from some for $200, bro. You know how easy it is to like, yeah. You know how cheap DMT is to like make? It's cheap as fuck, bro. Cheap as fuck to make. You just make a bunch, and so most people like they don't want to do that. That's the thing. Like they don't want to have to go through the process of like maybe fucking up and getting lie in their shit, and they're like scared to do it. And so I'm doing them a service, you know. They're willing to pay like a premium for someone to make it for them. Why should I not be allowed to sell it? You know. But dude, it'd be so easy. You'd be able to make so much. It'd be crazy. And you make like you just like pump out as much as you can, make a quick like 500K, and just have that sit aside. And no one knows about it until like God. Imagine if like some police find it. I'd be so pissed if they stole my money. Yeah, but like I've honestly been thinking about, and not even like as like just something I do, just as like because it's just as a quick like as a quick ass buck, just a quick buck, just to have. You know. Yeah, exactly. Or even just like work a normal job and you just have so much money on the side, and you could just like you just go to the casino and you just run it through all the slot machines, make like 30 like 60 to 80% off of it, and then boom, legal tender. Easy. Like, you couldn't buy a house with it or nothing, but dude, just like have the cash for coffee or food or restaurants, like that. You'll just have that throughout the rest of your life. That will 100 people spend it so dumb. They're like, oh, well, you can't spend it on nothing. It's like, okay, I don't need to buy big cars. I can just have cash. Like, the IRS isn't going to notice me spending some cash at a restaurant, especially over the course of my life. You just spend that slowly because you're going to spend millions of dollars, like upwards of $1 million over the course of your life at restaurants. Like, if you really add up that money, you're going to do that on food and stuff. And so if you just like have that cash, just fill up your wallet with cash, just spend that cash whenever is like convenient, whenever you're at a restaurant, whenever you're maybe like doing this or that. Don't be flamboyant with it. Don't be easy. No one would have to know. No one would have to know your name, like, ever. Oh my god, I can't believe that killed her. That's crazy. Damn, I have a lot of fucking damage right now. Yeah, like, you don't have to buy houses. I hate that argument. You can't buy anything. It's like, big cat. Just buy freaking. And you could put it into, like, you could go gamble with it. You could go put it into freaking crypto. You could, yeah. There's all sorts of shit you can do with it. I'd be down for some of that. Man, it'd be so nice. You know what's so sad? I had this dream the other day where I somehow found $500,000 of, like, it was just a stupid dream, but I had like $500,000 of drug money, and I was like, oh shit, like, this is scary, like. And then I realized slowly, like, wait, no, this is awesome. Like, what the fuck? Like, I can just have this. Like, I don't have to tell anyone that I have this. And then I'm just gonna freaking like spend it on random shit. I was so happy, and then I woke up and I was like, oh my god, I don't have that big. It was a bag full of cash, dude. It was so awesome, awesome dream. Like a bag full of it, dude. Like a duffel bag full of fucking cash. It was crazy. So, yeah, it was like the exact bag they had in that Saul Goodman had in Better Call Saul, full of cash. Like, that was like so awesome. It would be awesome to, like, honestly, cash is nice. Like untaxable, undocumented cash, no one has to know about it. No one, not even my friends, like nobody. Just hide that shit. Hide that shit. Yeah, but then if people get a sniff of it, they're gonna be like, honestly, wonder, I should do the math and see, like, if I were to crank out just like how much I could, because you could crank out a shit ton of DMT in a night, dude. A shit ton. If you could find people to buy it like fast off Telegram or whatever, buy a lot of it. Shit, man. What's crazy is me and Scrimmy were talking about this a long time ago. And people want DMT. People want to try DMT, and it's not like I'm fucking people over. Like, that's like a good thing that you're gonna like have the most beautiful experience that they've ever had. Like, that's awesome. I'm like selling that. That's not a bad thing. And it's like they're literally just gonna hit it once or twice, and then it's gonna sit in a closet. So it's like no big deal. They're not gonna fucking like get addicted to it. And so I don't even need to put that much DMT in it. But then I'll like I'll be legit. Like I'll dose them like legitimately, and I'll say how much is in each thing and shit. Oh wow, I'm getting turrets. Oh my god, I do so much turret damage, it's crazy. Oh shit. Ooh, I'm fucking them up now that I'm full build. Oh my god, I have 430 CS. Oh my god, my CS is so high. I'm at 10 CS per minute. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Yeah, dude, I was so mad. I get people asking me for Fetty all the time, man. It's so annoying. It's like, do I really look like someone who would have Fetty? That pisses me off. Like, that pisses me off, man. Yeah, people ask for meth and Fetty all the time. I've been tempted to give them salvia. I've been tempted to do that, but it could be dangerous. Because, like, it would be funny. Damn, I'm fucking... Yeah, dude, imagine what salvia would do to them. And I could sell salvia pens too. I was looking into how to extract the pure salvinorin from the salvia. It's not hard at all. It's actually really fucking easy. I could sell salvia cards. Oh, that'd be shit. That'd be the fucking shit. I could sell crazy ones that are like crazy mixes between salvia and DMT and be like, the crazy pen. Like, go to the crazy town. That'd be crazy. That'd be funny as well. People would buy those too. This Garen thinks it's gonna end. Oh. Motherfucker. I'll just TP. Wait, I could have just backed now that I have. Oh, well, whatever. Now that I have Baron buff. I smell food. Name it after. Well, he only does $1. It's so funny because Greg frames it in a way that he's just like, it makes me want to do it because it sounds like he's making so much money. But I just like, no, because like there's no possible way like that like Crazy Time is paying out this much for you. Like they just, there's no way. Maybe he's just crazy lucky though. He's got addiction to his luck. Oh, I should have bought a pot. I'm gonna go top. That would be funny though. Oh, fine. Want me to push mid? See, this is why I don't want to be here. It's sketchy. Like, we're just useless. We're just sitting here, like, taking damage, you know? Whoa, wrong way, buddy. Yeah. I'll have a Greg Lurick pack, and I could make joints. Like, I could make all sorts of crazy psychedelic, like hard psychedelics, like freaking DMT laced salvia joints, and fucking, oh my god, you would not ever be able to finish that. Like, there'd be no shot you're finishing. Like, you take like 2 hits and just be fucked. Like, you drop it. That would be hilarious, though. Honestly, like maybe that would be all fucked up. Like, make some people go actually insane. just have like my own little. That shit should all be legal, dude. If that was legal, like, it's really gay that it's not, because it's literally safer than alcohol. Like, yeah, it'll take you on a crazy ass trip, but so will fucking alcohol if you drink a shit ton of it. Honestly, not a trip, but it'll fuck you up. Like, it'll take you on a ride for sure. Yeah, that would be hilarious though. They'd go to people for they'd go to like other realms. Nah. Oh my god, they're dying. That's funny. Damn. It was a good end. Good shit. Man, that's crazy. I haven't done DMT in a while though. It's been almost a year. The salvia is crazy. I actually did salvia this October though. But the salvia, like, if the Salvinorin A mixed with the DMT in a car, and then I could do crazy stuff. Like, I could also do the psilocybin and stuff. I wish it was legal. What's crazy is that I could hypothetically do this with like designer drugs. And it'd be cool if I was the type of guy who made like, because there's all sorts of crazy designer drugs, like 4-ACO DMT. Basically, a designer drug, or like a an analog, or whatever they call them. They there's like an act that was passed in the 1960s that made it so that you cannot, the government cannot make any analog of any drug illegal for whatever reason. Like, I don't know why this was passed, but basically, and so they're not legal for like consumption. They're not like FDA approved or whatever, but they are, like, they can't be made illegal for sale or whatever. So and I guess this was first so scientists could do their experiments on these drugs or whatever. But basically, um, because of that, that's why you go to a smoke shop and you see like all these like shroom gummies. Those are all like analogs of psilocybin, or like LSD or whatever. And so, and some of them are like analogs of DMT too. And so, but they're all sketchy and they don't tell you what they put in them, and it's kind of gay how they do that. And like, I'm never going to take them because they're not safe. And I've only ever seen one brand ever that kind of tells you what goes in them, and they're kind of safe to take, but that's so sketchy. I don't know if they're going to put weird sketchy nootropics or neurotoxins in. So it'd be cool if I started a brand where I sold like designer drug carts, but I tell like every ingredient that's in it, every drug, and I explain how it's safe, like why it's, like, everything about each drug. And I have, like, on this site I'll have each drug that I use listed with all the studies about it, all the side effects, all the potential, like, all the potential things that could happen. And I would never do things that would kill you or like have any neurotoxic effects, because there are ones like that. Like 4-ACO DMT is a analog of psilocybin, but when you take 4-ACO DMT, your brain, so when you take psilocybin, your liver, whatever, converts it or something. I think it's your brain. I don't know what exactly organ that does this, but your body converts it into psilocin, and then psilocin is the active ingredient that gets you. That's like what gets you high. And then 4-ACO DMT is called what it's called. It's a prodrug of psilocybin. And what that means is that when you take 4-ACO DMT, your body does the same exact thing. It converts it into psilocin. And so it literally does the same exact thing as psilocybin. It is literally just legal psilocybin. And people don't want to believe that, like they don't trust that or whatever, but that's just like the chemistry. That's how it works. When you take this drug, it is just psilocybin. It is essentially the same exact thing. The difference between it and shrooms is that with shrooms, you have like thousands of different enzymes, and these enzymes are also all psychoactive, and so they'll slightly affect the different trip in all sorts of different ways. That's why different types of shrooms feel different, because they have thousands of different types of enzymes that are going to like slightly alter the trip. And when you have just psilocin, it's like doesn't have all these different enzymes. So some people say it feels more artificial. But anyways, this is just an example of like one of these designer drugs that's perfectly safe, and I could make carts out of that and sell that. I don't know, man. Like that would be profitable as fuck, especially if you marketed it right and made a YouTube channel about it. Like that's a very untapped market. You don't have that many psychedelic YouTubers that are like making very good videos. Usually it's just them talking at a camera. Like Psych Substance makes decent videos, but other ones just talk at a camera, or they get way into the weeds of the chemistry and stuff like that, and it becomes boring. So yeah, of course. And but that's the thing, is it's like you could have links to, but to be fair, 4-ACO DMT that's been around since the 60s. And so that's like has pretty much just as much research on it as like as shrooms, and shrooms has a lot of research. And so yeah, they are like there's substantial research. They've done research with huge clinical trials on these drugs. And yeah, of course, we're learning more and more about neurology every day, because the field of neuroscience is fairly new. And yeah, of course, we're learning new things about these. We still don't know how it necessarily affects your brain and brain development. But that being said, it like there's a lot of studies on this stuff, just as much as there is on alcohol. And like based off what we know, it is a lot safer than something like alcohol, for example. But yeah, of course, the ever going the research is going to be ever going. But that's why if you this is just a total hypothetical. But if you did have a site like this, like you could constantly update the site with new research, and if like something new comes to light that may make a chemical like seem unsafe, I'll like remove it from my stuff. And mine would be like the only safe designer drug shop, because most designer drug shops are super, super like predatory, and they don't tell you what goes in their shit, and they're unsafe, yo. Like it would be cool. I don't know. That'd be a good idea. What if I just tried that? Because you can get these chemicals off of websites for fucking cheap as hell. You have to buy in bulk, so you'd have to spend like $300. So you would have like cheap, but when you spend $300 on 4-ACO DMT, you're gonna get so much of it. You're gonna get enough to get like so many cities high, like cities upon cities high. So like you turn that into a bunch of carts, like hundreds, maybe even thousands of carts, bro, and sell those carts for $100 each, bro. Oh my god, that'd be insane. You'd make so much money off of like $1,000. That's crazy, but I don't know. See, people say shit like that. I don't know if I trust them. But like it could be true. Like yeah, I like to take people's word for it. But people freaking like there's so many stories of people who've taken like 100 grams of shrooms and then nothing has happened to them. And they've done so much studies. And then like people talk about HPPD, but HPPD is purely like people say it happens to them. That's like the only like evidence that exists. People say they have it. And so I just think, hold up. I not only think, but I think that there's very strong evidence to suggest that a lot of these cases where people experience like wild ass fucking like side effects after they're done with a trip, it's often due to pre-existing conditions, like pre-existing mental health conditions that they already had, that were underlying and they didn't know about. That's like what happens 90% of the time, and that is like a real danger. And so maybe if I did have this site, I'd have a massive warning label like, don't take if you know of any mental health conditions or your family has a history of it, because that is a huge risk. Like if you have underlying mental health conditions, psychedelics can fuck you up. like really bad. So that is like a pretty big danger. But I think that that's like like at least speaking from the clinical studies, like most are like all of those cases have been like pretty much chalked up to underlying conditions and shit like that. That would be so fucked up. No, that's for ACO DMT though. Like the DMT you'd have to extract because DMT is illegal, so DMT you'd have to extract from mimosa yourself. But if you did for ACO DMT, because that's a fucking like pretty much shrooms, you could do that. Yeah, that would be messed up. Now that would be like a terrorist attack. That would be a legitimate terrorist attack if you did that. Ugh. Oh well, motherfucker. Carfentanil has no business being laced into humans' drows. That'd be insane. A whole city. That would be really funny though. Like that would be a funny like comedy sketch. You like accidentally dump it all in there. That'd be fucked up. Yeah, no, that would be wild. Cause like everyone would just like there'd be people like having no idea what's happening. Like I think I'm dying. Like, I'm going to heaven, and then people would be just going absolutely wild. It'd be really funny. And some people wouldn't have drank water, and they would have no idea what's going on. Or people who only drink like bottled water. My mom is like that. My mom only drinks from like gallons of water, and she swears she can taste the difference, and it's cringe. It's not like some like fluoride thing. She just swears she can taste the difference. Yeah, no, we gotta do that. We gotta trick Tariff into. We gotta trick Tariff into doing that. Into lacing Alberta's water supply with 4-ACO DMT. And it'd be crazy because if you dumped like just like a huge dose, like get so many people, make it so that a single cup of water is equivalent to like 10 gummies. That would just be so fucked up. People would just like go insane. Like that whole city would turn into like a hell realm. And then the cops, even the fucking cops would get high and shit. They'd have to like bring in the National Guard. They'd have to bring in the army, like some like other city to freaking fix it. That's sketchy. Well, that's crazy. I bet you the FBI is watching me after this conversation, though. Maybe not the FBI, but the DEA. YouTube's gonna tip off the DEA. They would obviously have to shut the shit up, but the problem is that they like the city wouldn't have the power to shut itself down because they'd all be like super high on fucking on shrooms, and so they'd have to like they'd have to have the army come in and like make everyone be chill. That'd be fucking crazy. That would honestly be like a historical event. It's crazy that someone could hypothetically just cause that historical event. That's some Minecraft shit. Like it would only just take one person, just like in a few $1,000s, and just an enormous amount of free will. Oh, little bitch. She annoying. She annoying as fuck with it. Not gonna stop the CS train ever. Yeah, bro. Honestly, like we gotta do that. Me and Greg. Like that's how Greg goes famous. Honestly, that's his ticket. He's gotta do that live on video. Like he'd go to jail, but shit. Oh, for sure. Yeah, you get they'd throw the book at you for sure. You'd go to jail like permanently, like in a maximum sentence prison too. Like that would be like a crazy like terrorist attack, and they'd like charge you for each individual who got like high. Like it'd be like insane. You'd just go to jail like in some like they'd put you with terrorists, like they'd put you in the same jail as like fucking people who did horrible like bombings and shit like that. That would be fucked up. You'd be fucked. Probably like fucked for yeah. Probably shouldn't talk about it. Like I don't know, man. But like it would be so crazy. Just imagine. It's just crazy how easy it would be for someone to do that. Hypothetically, like that's just such an easy task. I wish I had ult. I would have killed her. Hell yeah. I feel good today. I was just trolling Greg, but like it was actually really sad yesterday. Cause like, oh fuck, I didn't mean to do that. God damn it. That sucks. But fuck. Like after Max left Greg's stream, said he's gonna call me on Discord. He was like bawling his eyes out. So I felt really bad, and I was like, okay, I gotta like not. I have to talk to him. Like, he was sad. Like Greg really hurt his feelings. Oh no, it's okay. What is the feast of? Damn. Yeah, I'm just losing CS at that point. That's sad. We gave up the drag. Like little frickin'. Yeah, and people would think they're dying. And there'd be a record amount of people, like, there'd be crazy amounts of mass hysteria. And people would think it's like a biblical event. Because people would, yeah, they'd get all spiritual with it. And some people would be having a good experience, though. And, like, yeah, that'd be insane. I don't know. Like, if there'd be, like, crazy zombies around you screaming and freaking out, like, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I don't know. It'd be hard to have a good shroom trip. It'd be kind of funny, though. It'd be just remotely funny. Yeah, people would be thinking that it's some shit like that. Wait, you're dead. The fuck are you doing, idiot? I sometimes vaporize a tiny, tiny microcrim of fentanyl to draw a single breath from no holding in from my torn disc that slowly leaks spinal fluid onto my sciatic nerve for pain relief. That's wild. Well, like, psychedelics aren't like fentanyl, though. They're diff. We should try ketamine, but that's actually crazy, though. It's honestly crazy because they do prescribe fentanyl for pain relief, and I'm like, wow. Wow. Yeah, fentanyl's wild. It's crazy how, like, you can't get anything that isn't laced with fentanyl, like, if you're buying street drugs anymore. Like, anything. So sketchy and dumb. Don't die, motherfucker. They're all raging in chat. Yeah, exactly. Dude, like, Coke is always, like, never finna not be laced with fentanyl. Like, there's no shot that you're getting pure Coke ever. You're getting it off the street, which is just gay. Because I would maybe try it if I knew that it wouldn't be laced with some insane hard drug, but I'll never try it because of that. Like, unless I go to, like, fucking Colombia or some shit. Maybe if I go to another country and I know it's pure, but even then, bro, like, just don't trust that. It's always finna be cut. Like, that's so shitty. And with, like, weird drugs like meth and fentanyl. Like, fentanyl is just so gay. What? What? Hold up, I'm gonna read these. My homie had two lesbos pull out their bunch of coke. They did lines on the counter. We found out one later because my homies couldn't sleep. Oh my fuck. Yeah, exactly. Dude, and like there was this person I was talking with, and they're like, oh, but that's the fun kind of coke. Like, no, it's not. That's tweaker shitty coke. Fuck that. I bet you if it was like nice and pure, just pure, I bet you it would be nice. But like everyone I know says that Coke sucks, and it's probably because it's always been laced with weird ass shit, and then there's just like inhaling weird chemicals, weird shit from the store, like weird like over the counter medications and fentanyl and like yeah, and then like yeah, Fetty too. Like you're buying 20% Coke. Fuck that, dude. That's so stupid. And I don't know how to fucking get a hookup on pure Coke. I don't fucking know. So they're doing drag again, bro. Oh, there's another dragon. No. Yeah, I don't know what Wally's doing. I know it's dangerous, but I've never came close to an OD nor ever felt into addiction. I never use it consecutively in a row. Well, that's good. And I don't. I think some people do have the capability to do that with stuff. I mean, I can do that with alcohol. Like alcohol does not. I do not have the desire to drink one day after drinking. I hate drinking 2 days in a row. Nowadays, you get laced with Fetty. I bet if you get Coke straight from the source, it's heavenly. Yeah, I bet. I bet you just like a nice like rush and you just want to do productive shit. I bet you it feels real nice. No like weird artificial amphetamines or anything like that. Yeah. Well, he suck. He big sucky. Dude, why are they fighting though? It's like weird shit. Oh my god. What? That did so much damage? Jesus. They all died. That sucks, dude. They all actually died. Fucking stupid as hell, bro. Yeah. Well, we should just FF then. That was dumb as fuck. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, same. I would probably try like a line then if I knew it was just like 100%. But like, I bet you could do that if you went to some other country. Why am I being pinged? I just need to CS. It's sad because like I hate it when they destroy my whole last line because then I can't CS. Like now I can't even CS. Yeah. Well, I wonder if there's maybe countries where it's legal. I'm sure there are somewhere. I think like in Canada maybe. I'm pretty sure Canada has legal coke and like legal shrooms and stuff, which would be cool.
An ally has been slain.
Nice.
An enemy is unstoppable.
Probably gonna die. No, I don't have TP. Oh, I marked it out. Wow, lucky. Lucky as fuck. Damn, they're gonna get my two best friends who have died now. The language we create, that's sad. Well, you still have it. You gotta teach it to your kid. It still lives within you. But yeah, that's like the language is just like it's just in your head now. That sucked up. Yeah, ask the taxi driver. Taxi driver, that movie though. I want to keep my CS high like I did before. Ugh. It's funny though, because when Max was calling me, he was saying like Greg is just dumb. He's just retarded. He's like just very stupid, and fuck him. He's dead to me now. He was saying he was that dumb. Crazy.
An enemy has been slain.
Wait, why are they fighting?
Slain.
Dude, my team is just like really bad. Damn it, man. Oh, I'm dead. That sucks. Yeah. That would be crazy. Yeah, Max was like saying he wanted to, if he saw him, he would like beat him up. It was funny. And then that made Greg all mad. He's like, "Oh, I'd kick your ass" and stuff like that. And then Max doesn't understand that when like Greg just gets like mad when you say stuff like that. And then he just like tries to He's just destroying us. That sucks. Sad because like we have so many turrets. I might make a pepperoni sandwich after this. It sounds fire. Yeah, that's facts. Quick tussle. Ooh. You know, I'm sad. I want some Cool Ranch Doritos a little bit. What the fuck? No. Oh no, I actually picked it up. That sucks. I'm gonna die. Oh, you lucky you got the Rocka. Damn. That was sad. Yeah, Cool Ranch, spicy Cool Ranch though.
An ally has been slain.
A Roni sandwich sounds good though.
An enemy is legendary.
Oh yeah.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Oh, we just lose, huh? Ooh. Yeah, no, I don't think that well, I don't think Chris does. Like Chris, it's funny how Chris does that as if like the moment his dad like first of all, he would spurg the fuck out and be like, "Oh, they like troll me IP2, y'all IP2" if you said that type of stuff to him. Second of all, especially if you're pushing it. Second of all, like the moment his dad dies, he's fucked. He's homeless. He has no one paying his bills. He's gonna be living off SSI. He'll have to live in some group home or homeless shelter. Probably just instantly go into a ward, and yeah, like so like that's cringy. Except I heard he's like working as a Red Lobster. I don't know. I feel like that's a lie though. I feel like he's just lying about that.
Your team has destroyed.
Fuck it, we going. We going. I don't even give a shit.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Shut down.
Oh no. I'm dead. Sag. We can win. This is winnable. Lol, he said he was working a 2-hour shift at Red Lobster. Yeah, no, that's fucking not true at all. Yeah, what a lie, bro. Dude, who the fuck works a 2-hour shift? Yeah, like maybe I don't know. That's just crazy. Maybe they give special people small shifts, like they give them special small shifts. That would be insane though. That's so ridiculous. $2, like what the fuck? Yeah. Yeah, and Chrissy knows it. And Chrissy knows he started all of this. And he thinks it's funny, I bet. And it is a little tiny bit funny. I didn't expect Mac to get so upset about it, but I do think perhaps Max needs a tiny bit thicker skin. Of course, that's silly for me to say in a scenario like this, but especially about what people say on the internet, because I don't think publicizing your information on the internet is a good idea. So much about your life. Yeah, he's fucked. I mean, he could try working a full-time job, but I don't know. I don't think he's gonna do it. Then he'd have to give up his SSI, and I bet you he doesn't want to do that. Oh, nice. That's sad. Could have won that. Okay. That would be, yeah, exactly. And then you're like, oh, your mom's single now. That's fucking crazy thing to say, honestly. Well, your mom's single now. That's so fucked up, bro. It's insane. It's devious as fuck. Chris is crazy for that. I'm surprised he doesn't no. Crazy shit. Yeah, he's gonna fucking. But Chris will learn. Chris will learn because his dad is like a drunk. One day, and Chris is gonna run into him, and he's gonna be fucked. He's not gonna know what to do. He's gonna be too paranoid to call the cops because I wonder if he's gonna call the cops if he sees his dead dad. He won't call the cops because he's gonna be too paranoid and he's gonna be like, oh, they're gonna think I did it, and then that's gonna be a whole fucked up scenario. He's gonna think he's gonna have to hide the body or some shit. Then he's gonna catch a charge. That'll be fucked up. Tampering with evidence and shit. That'd be fucked up. Okay, well, I'll end this stream. Go do some things. Go outside, bike a little bit. Maybe I could stream the bike. No, I'll do that. No, but I'll be on Greg's stream later, though. Peace. Wait. Yeah. 2 hours, yeah. Yeah, just 2 hour streams. Just 2 hour shifts. Easy ones.